Villa. Turning back, it's the away game against Blackburn Rovers. I'm sorry, I think it's the last episode. I shorted out again right at the end. Not really sure what's going on with my recording software, but hopefully it's not gonna short out again, because it's a bit annoying, because then you won't be able to see the conclusion to the videos and all that. Anyway, since last time, gotta get through the fixtures. Which last game was the 4-0 win against QPR. Easy. Ever since then, God, it's been extremely inconsistent. We've had 8 games, 4 wins, 4 defeats. So I'm not sure how to take that, because actually it's better than drawing 8 games. But like being undefeated, but drawing all 8. It's actually better to have just won 4 and lost 4. So we've got 12 out of 24 points. Not bad, but not great. We started it off with home to Chelsea, where we lost 2-1, which was kind of expected. Chelsea finally getting revenge on us, because we've beaten them a few times. Pereira actually had given us the lead, but Juan Cuadrado equalised, and Diego Costa made it 2-1 to Chelsea, in a good win for them. We lost 1-0 away at Middlesbrough, which is a real stinker of a result. Ravel Morrison with the only goal of the game in the 22nd minute. A really annoying game, because we just couldn't muster up anything going up front, no matter who we put on. You know, as you can see, we put on a variety of players. None of them could do it, and we ended up losing out 1-0. Did beat Spurs 4-2. Goals for Balanta, Pereira, Boye and Jack Grealish. Very good win this, because Spurs are around us in the league. Suso and Carlos Vela scoring for them, but it just wasn't enough. It's 2-2 at half time, I think. Yeah, it was. But then we went on to win at 4-2. Beat Nottingham Forest 4-1. Again, a very good result, because they're around us. Jack Grealish scored a brace. Christian Benteke scoring his first goal back. And Theo Walcott also on the score sheet. Brito Sambalonga with a consolation for Forest. But then lost 2-1 to Swansea. Don't know what happened here. Hiroshi Kiyotaki with a Kiyotake? I don't know. For a brace for Swansea. Tom Cleverley scoring his first ever goal for Aston Villa, which I kind of find hard to believe, because he's actually been very good for us past few seasons, but just has never found the net. But he has found the net in this game, but he was in a losing effort. But then he scored again. Suddenly he scored 2 in 2. Boye and Tom Cleverley scoring to cancel out Thomas Carroll's goal to beat Hull 2-1. Then a real stinker of a result. We lost 4-1 away at Newcastle, which I wasn't very impressed with. Kevin Campbell? I don't know. Raul Jimenez with a brace. Musa Sissoko. Pereira with the only goal for us. This Jimenez guy seems to be quite good. Well, he seems to be quite good whenever we play him. He scored 18 in 30 games in all competitions. Mexico international. Don't know whether you've guys played with him. I don't know. Does he start at Atletico? No, I don't know. But he's been quite good against me, because he scored a brace earlier in the season against me. But then we did manage to eke out a really good 1-0 win at home to Southampton. Moy Gomez with the only goal in the game in the 57th minute. And a real stellar effort at the back. Peruzzi getting man of the match. Also Santon playing very well. As you can see here, Brignoli's been in goal. That's because Timo Horn has been out injured. He's just come back, so he's going to start today, even though he's not quite match fit. He is still going to start today. He was out for 5 to 7 weeks, 5 weeks in the end, for a sprained ankle he suffered in training. Anything else to really show you? I'm having a little bit of difficulty with Federico Bravo, which I don't know really how to sort out. I'm offering him a new deal all the time, and he's accepting it, and it's all coming through. It's all la-di-da. And then it comes back to me saying his work permit's being rejected. But he's at the club. Is it because we have to re-applicate ourselves to get him another work permit? I don't know, but it's really frustrating, because his contract ends at the end of next year, and we kind of need to get him sorted out, because he's a class player. Definitely don't want him leaving on a free transfer. Anyway, we better get into today's game. We'll firstly have a look at the league table, where we sit in 5th, so it's going to be a real tight race for those Champions League spots. We're only 1 point behind Forest, who are occupying it, but we're only 2 ahead of Spurs, who have 1 game in hand, so that's going to be a bit tricky. They lost earlier today to Arsenal, which is a big result for us. Well done, Arsenal. You finally did something well. Everton have won the Capital One Cup, so we do need to finish at least in 6th if we want European football. which I suppose puts a bit of pressure on us. Coincidentally enough, Manchester City have just run away with it this year. After last year, they finished in like 9th, just a place above us. And they've just run away with it this year. 26 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats in their 31 games. 14 points out of Chelsea with a game in hand. Like, bloody hell. Hopefully that game in hand is against Spurs. That'd be nice. Anyway, get into today's game and the team selection. So we've got Horn in goals, back four, Santon, Balanta, Dede and Peruzzi, Bravo and Cleverley, Walcott, Pereira, Grealish. Benteke gets the nod up front. His kind of Cinderella return has really not been very good. He's got, 1 goal, 3 assists in 4 starts and 5 appearances off the bench. Not great. And at the moment, his strike partners are just as inconsistent. Lucas Boye is up to 7 for the season. And Bonazzoli, I think, has 5 or 6. 6, maybe. No, 5 in all competitions. But kind of everyone's fighting for a place. I'm giving Benteke the go here. I might be giving Benteke probably a bit more of a run out near the end of the season because he's more used to that big game plays. But if he's not performing, well then he shouldn't be on the team. That's how I'm gonna work it. Like, it's no favoritism here. It's just that I personally think hopefully Benteke will kind of, I suppose, rise to the challenge a little better than the 2 younger but maybe more kind of flaresome strikers, even if that's even a word. And we've started off here against Blackburn. Not a great first 20 minutes, not gonna lie. We've dominated possession. They've dominated any sort of shots. Here's Young. I think that might be Ashley Young. Oh Jesus, Peruzzi. Ashley Young should have netted against his former club. He hits the crossbar, and we get a lifeline. Gino Peruzzi there with a moment to forget it right back. Possibly a tired mistake, Well, it's not really a tired mistake, because actually we did have a big fixture mashup at around January time. December, January time. But that's usually common in the Premier League. But the past few weeks we've actually been quite lucky. We've been fairly like we were not very busy at all. Kind of just 1 game a week. Sometimes even 1 game every 2 weeks, as Balanta there kind of gets it turned onto the post. I think. Oh no. We're 1-0 down to Blackburn here. Adam Forshaw has managed to bundle the ball in. Drage with the ball in. Evans has the initial shot. Good stop by Horn, but it just falls to Forshaw, who manages to bang it home. Here's Dede. Jesus Christ! Dede scored a stunning free kick. Only his 2nd of the season. The centre back steps up. Boom! See you later, sunshine. 1-1 against Blackburn here at Ewood Park. It says that calls time on a tremendous first half. I wouldn't go that far, but I suppose it's better to go in on level terms. We are dominating possession. We're just not quite dominating the actual chances. But hopefully if we kind of continue to sustain our pressure with possession, we can carve open a lot more opportunities. Here's Pereira, finds Cleverley. Of course, on the back of 2 goals fairly recently, which is great for him because he's actually been very good this year. It doesn't really reflect in goals or assists, but he's not really that sort of player. Never was, never will be. But he's got a few goals to his name past few games, which I think is good for him. Yeah, so a yellow card there for David Santon. So both our fullbacks are on yellows. That's not really what we want to see. Oh, and that wasn't what we wanted to see either. Jordan Rhodes nearly scoring, but Timo Horn with a point-blank save to keep him out. Still dominating possession, still not creating, and I'm going to go attacking, and really the gamble to play Benteke really hasn't turned up. I'm going to actually play Lucas Boye because he scored the odd goal recently. We're a little down at the bare bones at the moment. We've got a few guys out injured, a few guys very tired. Like Moy Gomez, he's injured, I think. He's been quite good the past few games. He scored, of course, against Southampton. Last few minutes here, we really need a push for a goal. We're going to aggressively tell the guys to push forward. Although you never know, you definitely don't want to be caught on the break. Like a point against Blackburn isn't great, but you don't want 0 points from Blackburn. Jordan Barry there playing for them, bloody hell. Villa, old boy Pereira, don't shoot that, he has. That's one thing I hate sometimes. Yes, blows the whistle. It's a 1-1 draw. Happens a fair bit with some of our players like Grealish and Pereira. They're kind of so good with their skills, but then they kind of shoot from long range, and it's really not necessary. As you can see, we have moved up to 4th. I don't think that's quite realistic, though, because we're at the same points as Forest, but they've got a game in hand. They're obviously playing tomorrow. And Spurs have 2 games in hand and are only 3 points behind us. So, not really the result we were after, I don't think. I think we were after a win today, as the games go. This was one of the easier ones. As you can see from our running, it's actually not too bad. It's Watford, Ipswich, West Ham and Stoke. Then we've Man U away on the last day of the season, which actually could be crucial. It will, of course, be the next episode. It'll be the last game of the season, and it could be a real bumper episode because we might even be still scrambling for just Europa League. If not, Champions League. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.